Hello! Oh, wait, no, wait. Let me say this again. Sup, you chuckle fucks. It's your boy, Dark Raccoon here with What If Issei had a Minecraft Secret Gear Part 5. Yeah, it's not like I forgot or anything. No, why would I ever forget shit like that? No. I really gotta figure out. Not the point. So, this is part 5 of this What If. Other than that, no recap, no nothing. I should mention it's raining right now, so if you hear thunder in the background, that is basically just some thunder in the background. Fair warning, because I don't want no complaining ass motherfucking bitches right now saying, why do you have thunder lightning in the background? Why can't you just like record somewhere else? Like, motherfucker, it's not my fault my weather cast here where I live isn't so fucking random. So shut your bitch ass up. Because I think I remember in my first channel, I remember someone complaining about that, but I don't remember that much. No, not the point. Let me begin into this What If. Also, did I say a bug? I don't like bugs. No. Especially I don't like bees, spiders, or even any of the other bugs. So if I see a spider during this recording or a bee or something, I'm going to scream and I'm going to try to kill it. Mostly can kill a spider. Other than that, if it's a bee, I'm running out. Not the point. That's not the point. I'm rambling on now. But yeah. Now, let me begin into the What If. Let me shut the fuck up. And yeah. So, we begin into Issei. Issei hired dude, also known as Issei, who's just gonna sit under the tree. So yeah. We go into Issei sitting under a tree and of course taking a nap. Now, of course, mostly the demon who was supposed to be the knight and supposed to bring Issei towards the mostly like the 3 leaders of their factions just for a meeting of peace instead of violence, because mostly this person beat the shit out of 2 mouths pretty easily. You had to carry the world. Now, of course, to wear it well, Issei's taking a nap. Now, of course, we go into about like 2 hours later. This is where, well, all 3 factions, mostly Michael, Azo, and also the 2 other mouths, or mostly 4 mouths, because there's actually 4 instead of, well, mostly, well, not 4 mouths, there's actually 2 mouths, that being Azo, or not Azo, that being, what's it called, Sir Zex, and mostly, Ajuka. Ajuka was there because he had to take the spot for Seraphol, because Seraphol is still really bad hurtly in, well, in the hospital, but yeah. So, of course, Ajuka is just there, just like, listen into, what's it called, the faction thing, all the whole faction meeting, whatever, with the 3 other factions being the, well, angels and what's it called, fallen. That's all. I said 3, I mean other 2, but yeah. Of course, Sir Zex is right now trying to mostly make peace with the other 2, but yeah. Now, there's supposed to be 3 somewhat that continue. That's actually supposed to be the, what's it called, child named Issei. But Issei hasn't showed up for 2 hours. Now, of course, well, Sir Zex is confused. He know that mostly Sona did contact, what's it called, Issei's parents to bring him towards the school. But he knows that his parents aren't part of the supernatural, or mostly, no one really knows, but they know that Issei is quite powerful, but he doesn't seem to care that much. Now, what's it called, Sona is there, of course, Rias is there, and then there's also the daughters of, well, mostly Azo being there. Michael's there with mostly Irina, and yeah. Well, mostly Irina and Zenobia. But yeah, because there's exorcists. Now, this is where, well, Michael says, so where's the boy's name Issei-san? This is where, well, mostly they question Sona, and Sona says, I don't know. This is where, well, right now, Valerie, who was the one there, kind of says, I saw him a while ago. He entered the school, but I don't know where he's at. This is where, well, mostly Ajuka says, Sir Zex, wasn't one of your knights supposed to go see him? Yeah. Yes, Sir Zex said. Where's your knight, though? That's a good question. Fuck. I hope that he didn't die. This is where, well, Ajuka says, I mean, I can go find him, but I don't actually feel like fighting someone who managed to kick the shit about you and Seraphol. So, I don't know. This is where, well, Sir Zex says, please. I mean, he doesn't know you're a devil. He probably won't care that much. Ajuka says, fine, you want, I'll go find him. This is where Ajuka goes and makes his own magic circle. to go find, well, mostly he teleports outside to go find Issei. But of course, where he kind of just go looks for Issei, and of course, he doesn't know this, but mostly, mostly he, no, bleh, not Ajuka. Ajuka doesn't go, well, he does go to go find him, but this is where, he forgot that he gave someone a magic circle just in case they ever want to come to the human world to actually talk to him. So of course, mostly next to him actually appears another green magic circle. It's not mostly the his family kind of magic circle. It's just someone else that uses his own magic circle teleportation. But yeah, a girl with kind of pinkish hair, and of course mostly like lightish kind of purplish hair. Of course, this is where she has kind of like she seems to have lightish purple hair and of course brownish eyes, and this is where, she has the demonic wings out for a second, then she put them back, and this is where she then asks Ajuka for some questions. This is where, Ajuka says, Invil, what are you doing here? This is where Invil says, oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said that I could always teleport towards you to talk to you. Yes, but I have something to do. If you could help me, I will answer your questions. This is where Invil nodded and says, so what are we looking for? A boy. A boy with, I think, darkish brown hair and a thing like goldenish brown eyes. I can't remember. But he's supposed to be around here. This is where Invil nodded and decided to walk away from mostly Ajuka to go look for him. This is where she noticed someone being under the tree already having like mostly he's taking a nap. And this is where, Invil kind of walks up to the boy. And this is where, she says in a very quiet, kind of shy tone voice, because she is very quiet and shy. She kind of said, this is where, she mostly cough a little bit. The boy opened his eyes, having goldenish eye color, mostly golden brown eye color. And this is where, he looks at the girl in front of him. Now, of course, in his mind, he's like, goddamn, she's actually cute as hell. Issei thinks in his head. This is where, the girl says, is by any of your name, she didn't actually question Ajuka and who exactly, what is his name again. So, of course, she said, what's your name? This is where, she said very cutely. And this is where, Issei says, oh, sorry. Issei kind of hopefully his eyes, and of course, just kind of like push his hair backwards. And of course, where, Issei says, oh, my name? Oh, the name's Issei Hayadu. What's your name? This is where, Invil says, the name's Invil Levante. This is where, Issei nodded and says, well, what a pretty name for a pretty girl. This is where Invil's face becomes a little bit pinkish. And this is where, mostly, she kind of looks away from Issei, and of course, this is where, Issei said, so, what are you doing here in the school? I haven't seen you around the school park, or, mostly this place at the school, and, this is where, mostly Invil says, oh, I just came here to kind of visit my uncle to talk to him. He said to look for you, I think that you're you? I can't remember. He just gave me a description, didn't really tell me a name. Issei chuckles and says, wow, so, what do you want? Just look for you, I guess. He said look for a boy with kind of brownish hair and of course goldenish brown eyes, and I guess you're the person. Yeah. What was I supposed to be doing here in this place? I don't know, I just fell asleep because I was too tired, didn't really care. Invil nodded and says, may you follow me? I guess I can go talk to my uncle, seeing if you're the right person. He says, sure, let's go. This is where, I should mention about Issei's kind of outfit. He's basically just wearing a black hoodie, black, just black kind of like, mostly sweatpants, and of course black boots, or black shoes, but yeah. This is where, they're kind of just walking towards mostly to see Ajuka. Ajuka's looking around. He sees the knight. He tries to talk to the knight. The knight says, he was below a tree, and I didn't go there because I was scared. Maybe I was going to get attacked. This is where, mostly Ajuka noticed Invil and noticed the boy. Now, the boy doesn't have his hood on. He just kind of just walking beside Invil. Now, mostly Invil's height is, I forgot, what was her height? So, of course, where, I must just say that she's the height of being like 5'9", while Issei's actually like 5'10". He actually grew a little bit, well, not 5'10", he's 6'3", but yeah. So, of course, where, they're walking beside each other, and this is where, she's actually talking to Issei, and of course, wondering if he plays any games or any of that. Mostly because she used to be in America, and she plays lots of video games and other stuff. This is where, Issei was interested in. Let's say that he played Minecraft, in some other games, and of course he's quite popular in one game called the Potato Wars. This is where she got excited and says, "Really? What rank are you on?" This is where, well, Issei says, if I can remember right, I think I was on first place, but I think I got taken over by Technoblade. This is where she was excited and saying, "Wait, first place? I haven't played in a while. It's been kind of like 2 days since I haven't played. But mostly the two top players on that day I was watching was someone named Dark Raku and mostly Technoblade. Technoblade is also my favorite YouTuber, not gonna lie. But wait, are you Technoblade?" He says, "No, not exactly." Also, you hear something in the background, but not the point. He says, "No, my name is actually Dark Raku." That's where, well, Info says, "Wow, you two are basically the top two players on that game, actually able to outrank everyone." Of course, I also did see a battle between you and mostly Technoblade a while ago in Bed Wars. And not gonna lie, that was such a cheap trick. Why did one of the admins just help you? He said, "Oh, that is called bribery." Oh no, I just asked for another bed because Technoblade broke my bed. This is where, well, mostly Invo just giggles a little bit, and just they're both talking. Now, of course, Ajuka is surprised to see mostly Invo and Issei just talking. Of course, they're giggling with each other, but yeah. Now, this is where Ajuka got told about Issei being this cold-blooded murderer that didn't even care about anything. He beat the shit out of mostly Riser Phoenix, beat the shit out of Seraph and Surzex, and even Grace. But mostly seeing the sight of mostly Issei and Invo just talking and giggling at each other. Yeah, it's not what he heard about. Propaganda, wow. He heard propaganda. But yeah. This is where we go into mostly Juka say, "Hey, you two." This is where, well, he walked up to both mostly Invo and Issei. Invo kind of say, "Uncle." This is where, well, she kind of sad, kind of looking at Ajuka. And Ajuka says, "Hello there, Invo. Did you find, is your name Issei-san by any chance?" Issei says, "Yes, it is. Do you need something?" "Yes, I need you to go with me with a meeting." Issei says, "I don't really like meetings. How long is this gonna take? I want to just go play Minecraft. Actually, can I sit in the meeting, having my phone out and playing video games?" This is where, well, I just can say, probably, I don't know. Maybe? He says it's got it. This is where Issei got out his phone, got into Minecraft, and of course, this is where, well, he kind of give his, like, Minecraft tag towards Info to play, but yeah. And so Info nodded. This is where, well, Info says, "I'll play later. I give you a text." This is where, well, they exchange phone numbers just in case they want to go play, but yeah. Of course, where Juka sees this and says, "Huh, I can't believe it. Invo managed to make a friend, and that besides being a human, being much more powerful than any of the factions. Well, if we can make peace, this could be a great relationship for Invo." Juka thinks in his head. Of course, well, we go into Issei and mostly Juka teleporting towards mostly the three faction meeting. Now, of course, Issei is hearing music, having two earbuds, and of course, well, he's also kind of already like mostly getting Minecraft not uploaded, mostly kind of get Minecraft started. But yeah, this is where, well, the song that he's hearing right now is called. So the song he's hearing is called "Awakening" by Norman. You get the point. Norman Die. But other than that, he's hearing that song. Of course, he is hearing earbuds, and this is where he's just playing Minecraft. This is where, well, everyone is just surprised to see the boy named Issei, and of course, where, well, they all go on with the meeting. Of course, Issei is not hearing shit. He's right now playing video games, but this is where, well, Ajuka knows that Issei is not going to be hearing and paying attention towards anyone, so he decides to just write it down. He then kind of, well, mostly Michael, Azo, and Surzex kind of ask for an agreement, and of course, they waited for Issei's response. Issei is still kind of just playing video games, and this is where he's like, Minecraft, TNT, Trap, Technoblade. This is where, well, he's right now just kind of like thinking, but yeah, he's not even paying attention at all. Because you see here, Issei is still a teenager / a child, so of course he doesn't really care. Of course, the Joker just puts a paper right in front of him. This is where he just says to read, but yeah, Issei does read it. And that's where Issei says, yeah, sure, blah, 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 peace, whatever, I don't care. Mostly my demand is, if you try to turn me into a devil, I'm killing you. I don't care. Issei said with such a murderous tone, right now looking at them, and his eyes went purely white in an instant because he was already annoyed with the devils, kind of just complaining, annoying, and other shit, but yeah. So, of course, that happened. Does it work well? Mostly, Juka's surprised that Issei does not like mostly devils too much, but seems to be quite interested in info. So, of course, he doesn't really say anything else out loud. Of course, it worked well. Surzex nodded. While, Rias is seeing this, of course, she is seething with anger because she actually wanted someone so powerful like Issei. But Issei is now considered to be a faction leader, somewhat because of how powerful he is. And this is where Issei said, I promise I won't. Actually, wait. I promise I won't attack anyone in the factions. I won't. I won't attack anyone here. But, Issei said, with a but. And that's where everyone kind of looks at him. And that's where Issei says, I will keep beating the shit out of Sanji because it's funny to me. Sanji says, hold the fuck up. What? Issei says, this is where Issei pulls out a spawn egg and he tosses it straight towards mostly Sanji. Sanji was confused until something appeared right in front of that spawn egg that popped out. A warden. Issei says, hey Sanji, you remember that one time it's this warden and you had a great time with each other twice in one day? That's where, Sanji says, you're the motherfucker that kept... Sir, you were the one to actually summon this thing. Wait a minute. No. This is where, Sanji is now grabbed from the leg and, of course, is getting his ass beat, saying, no, not again. He's getting his face smashed in, and this is where, Sona screams at Issei to stop hurting her pawn. Issei chuckles and says, what? I'm not doing anything. Actually, it's the being that I summoned. How am I doing something to actually hurt him when it's not my fault I can't control something like that? Issei grins at Sona. With a vicious grin because he doesn't care about hurting Sanji most of the time. Listen, where, Sanji is now tossed to a wall and he's dented in there and he's like, I don't want to fight anyone. He passes out, but yeah. Issei says, come back, warden. The warden turns mostly back to Issei, just like, stands behind Issei like a protector, but yeah. Listen, where, Issei is grinning and saying, other than that, if we have no, I should say, oh shit. So if you were hearing like a bunch of like drop noises like water and the stream and other things, it is raining like crazy out there, so yeah. I can't record it. Yeah, I'm not gonna record it because it'll show out my location. But other than that, we go back into a what if. So of course this is where Issei is just saying, so that's all I have as an agreement. So does anyone else agree with this? This is where, Michael says, I don't really like a devil getting hurt for your amusement. But if it goes with peace, I guess a sacrificial might need to happen. This is where, Issei nodded. As I say, you're such an ass of a kid, you know that? Issei said, well, that's too bad, isn't it? This is where Issei looks behind, Azo and sees, Junko having hearts in her eyes. And Issei notices, and of course he blushes a little bit, but not much. Of course, Azu notices, and then he turns back around to see Junko having hearts in her eyes. And of course sighs and already knows why she kind of has hearts in her eyes. She kind of likes the fact that mostly a devil got to spare. And the fact that mostly someone caused that shit, but yeah. This is where, mostly, Azu says, hey, Junko. This is where Junko looks at her father and says, yeah? She looked away, actually turning her eyes away from mostly the glance of seeing Issei. And this is where, Azu says, do you like that boy? This is where, Junko's face becomes completely red and just looks away, hides behind one of her sisters being named Rainer, but yeah. This is where Rainer says, hey, don't hide behind me, god damn it. This is where, mostly Issei says, whatever, I guess there's an agreement for the fallen angels. This is where he looks at the devils, and this is where, Junko says, I have not many disagreements, but then again, I know that Serapho will get angry at me for the fact that I let one of, her sister pawns get beat the shit out of for peace. So I don't really know. I don't disagree with peace. and I don't mind in what way you wanted peace to kind of be agreed upon. Um, how about we change the agreement towards you can talk to Imville anytime you want to, and you can also how should I say marry her. This is where well mostly Junko kind of looks up and shot up and says what? This is where well she said in a very frustrated anger mostly tone of voice, and this is where well mostly everyone was kind of shocked to see Junko kind of just shot up in anger. And this is where, well, he says, I don't disagree with that. This is where, well, Junko says, no, I don't. This is where, well, she says, I disagree. He says, why is that? Because, she then hides behind back to Rainer and says, never mind. He says, well, maybe I can take two. I'll take Invo and Junko as my brides then. And then I'll change the agreement. This is where, well, mostly Azel says, I have no, well, disagreement. I'd rather have peace than war. So, yeah, I have no problem with that. This is where, well, mostly Rainer and even Valerie say, Dad! This is where, well, Junko says, I have no agreement. I have an agreement with that. Yeah, let's do with that. This is where she said in a very, very quiet tone voice. But, yeah, mostly Azel managed to hear that, and even her sisters. Now, Junko says, good to know. Surgex says, I will also ask for mostly Rias to go into the... Nope, Issei says, nope, not happening. Nah, nope, fuck no. I refuse to have that red hair as my bride. Actually, no. Hell no. Reason why. She kind of looks like a spoiled brat, acts like a spoiled brat, and quite annoying. So no, we're not going on with that bullcrap. Now, other than that, we all have an agreement, we're done here. Before anything else happens, an explosion of light happens behind them. This is where, well, Issei turns around to see mostly fallen angels, well, rogue fallen angels, like Chaos Brigade members, and also mostly, what's it called? What's this got the name again? What's it called? Fuck. Oh yeah, Coco Bell. Coco Bell, also known as Coco Bean. Coco Bean is right now just flying towards the, what's it called, school and saying, Azel Michael, Sir Zax, I'm going to kill you so I can start the war. And when I kill you, this war will be start, blah, blah, blah. He's going on with the ramble. This is where, well, Sir Zax, Michael, and even what's it called, Azel stands up. Issei just stands up but turn off his phone, but of course, this is where, well, he's still hearing music. The next song he's been hearing around, or mostly hearing the song is called, the song is called It's All Over 3 Days of Grace. But yeah. Of course, Issei is hearing the song, and this is where, well, he then gets out there ready. Or, well, it's not it's not that song. It's called Fight Back by Netflix. But yeah. This is where, well, Issei kind of just gets ready to fight against these, well, mostly the army. By kind of just like activating his eyes with white eyes. And this is where spawn eggs appear all around him. This is where Issei spawned them out, and they're just skeletons, zombies, spiders, creepers, more wardens, and of course, even though one of them is a warden, and well, mostly that was already there, kind of also it has more HP than normal because he is actually turned to a general. Some of the spider skeletons and zombies were turned into a general, so mostly Issei summoned out 50 zombies, and one of them was turned into a general, and that's basically mutated his body to being a mutated zombie. Another one was a skeleton that was spawned out with like 25 of them, and of course this is where one was mutated to a mutated skeleton. Or, well, not a mutated skeleton, they mostly have crowns on their head and have special abilities with them because they're mutated in an instant. Some of the skeletons also mutated, like 15 of them mutated, 25 of the zombies mutated, but yeah, and the others are regular but with armor. This is where creepers themselves, one of them mutated to being like the Creeper King. The others are kind of mutated creepers. About like, he summons out like about 10 of them. But yeah, all of them are mutated. Now, of course, the spiders, they're mostly just normal spiders being, well, mostly the poison spiders or just normal spiders, but yeah. He then kind of gets what's it called, the warden, already named Molten Frankie, is having a crown on top of his head. And of course, this is where his power already grows to large amounts, and it's much bigger than the other wardens. This is where he says, attack already. This is where all of them decide to attack in an instant. Right now, kind of just making a giant hobo, of course, going through and of course rushing towards the army of, well, the mostly Chaos Brigade. Now, of course, the fallen angels are trying to attack, but they easily get shot down by mutated skeletons' arrows. And this is where, well, the zombies are screaming. Roar! They're screaming, well, not screaming. They're screaming like the, what's it called, a Hulk or something. And of course, crushing down the, what's it called, well, fallen angel rogue people. Of course, this is where Chaos Brigade members, like mage members, are trying to attack the creepers. The creepers just jump on top of them and explode them in an instant when they fall down to the ground. This is where everyone is trying to fight against these like creatures, but of course they're losing in an instant. Spiders manage to web up some of the Chaos Brigade members, and then the poison spiders easily bites them and kills them in an instant. But yeah. Now, of course, this is where, well, Issei is seeing this kind of massacre happen. This is where, well, he sees Kokobel, and Kokobel rushes at mostly towards the giant hole that Issei made with his army. But of course, this is where, well, he sees him kind of rushing straight toward Issei, or mostly towards all the like leaders. But Issei right now made a diamond sword appear, and he just like sends multiple diamond swords out of a portal, or mostly just these small little portals around him, and starts sending them straight towards mostly Kokobel. Kokobel is right now trying to use his light spear to block some of these like swords, but they easily get destroyed the light spears. Right now Kokobel flies up and trying to dodge him. Issei said, this guy's annoying. This is where, well, Issei then managed to summon out TNT from the sky above mostly Kokobel, and Kokobel says, what the? Boom! He smashes down to the ground. This is where, well, Issei is quite pathetic. This is where when he lands onto the ground, someone was about to attack him. Actually, two people were about to attack him. This is where he turns around and sees this guy with kind of having half black and half like gold hair, and the other guy was having blue hair. This is where, well, he had a spear with him. Issei noticed the spear being quite powerful, but of course Issei just catches the spear with his hand, transforming into mostly the sacred gear, his right hand, but of course becoming black, like Isseian black, pure black, and of course crackling white lightning, the gems having, well, being white. Issei managed to grab the spear, and of course just grab the guy with the spear and smash it upon the other guy. Now of course they both smash together and like smash into the school, but yeah. He's holding onto the spear and he just crushes it in an instant in his hand. He didn't care. But of course he still has a small bit of the fragment blade of the tip of the mostly spear, and just tosses it straight towards mostly the crazy war monarch, what's it called? Kokobel. Now Kokobel was trying to fly straight towards Azo and say, die Azo! He gets hit in his heart by the spear, mostly that small spear. He's like coughing up, wait! This is the true laryngitis. He falls down to the ground. This is where everyone's saying, holy shit. This is where, well, Issei is now walking past mostly the two people that he easily took out. Now, the two people that he kind of, well, one of them had a spear, the true laryngitis. That being, what's it called? Cao. Now, of course, Cao, when he got out of the rubble, because he got pushed out of the way by the guy with half black and half gold hair. The other guy, his name is Crom, I think, or just Crom. Mostly one of the evil dragons. This is where, well, he pushes Cao out of the way and says, you're strong! Fight me! This is where, before he even gets close to Issei, Issei says, fine, I'll fight you. This is where, well, Issei then says, Obsidian spikes. Because I should mention one thing, Issei's eyes are just purely white. Well, kind of purely white. One is actually purely white and the other one is silver. This Obsidian spike smashes through the ground and right now stabbing the Crom. Crom coughed up blood, and of course he wanted to transform into a dragon, but lightning was crackling through his body right now, making him unable to move or do anything. His magic is actually being nullified in an instant also. This is where Crom says, no, how is this possible? He falls down to the ground. Or when not falls down to the ground, he's already dead. In the spikes, this is where Cao realizes that he doesn't have true laryngitis. So of course this is where he tries to run away from Issei, but Issei appears right in front of him, and of course Issei says, die. Issei right now made an iron sword, but this iron sword isn't a normal iron sword. The sword itself is purely white. Issei cuts off Cao's head in an instant, killing him in an instant. This is where, well, he's just a pathetic weakling. But before he even gets anywhere close towards, what's it called? Mostly towards the remaining members, someone appeared right in front of him with the magic. Mostly two people appear. Well, one with kind of darker skin and of course glasses, and the other one kind of having like armor and kind of brownish long hair. Now this is Shaba, and the other girl is the, what's it called, Labante, true Labante descendant. Now, of course, where the true light doesn't is right now sent multiple powerful attacks straight towards Issei. She already absorbed the infinite dragon kind of power, while Shaba has this like multi-vial of mostly black blood, and he throws it straight towards Issei. This is where, well, Issei gets hit by it, and this is where Issei says, what is this? Issei kind of just removed the black blood, and it's actually mostly Samuel's blood. Now, Issei doesn't really know anything about Samuel's blood, but it's actually hurting him until Issei's white lightning crackle around his body just is destroying an instant. Because Issei does have a dragon sacred gear, but the white lightning just nullifies the black blood and destroys in an instant. Issei appears right in front of Shaba, and Shaba couldn't even move. Issei swings his left arm through Shaba's stomach, or mostly through his chest right now, ripping out his heart, destroying it. This is where, well, the true light person right now winding their eyes, but this is where Issei appears right in front of them and says, you're dead also. Godslayer scythe. Issei appears with the scythe, right now cutting her in an instant, destroying her power and also Levante, mostly erasing her from existence in an instant. Issei then transformed the sword back, well, mostly the scythe into a sword, the white sword. This is where, well, Issei then looks at the remaining members of Chaos Brigade, and people are trying to run away, making themselves go into dimensional portals. And of course, Issei says, no you don't. Enderman. This is where multiple Endermans appear, and of course they're all mutated, and one of them is the King General right now. Issei says, follow them and destroy them at once. This is where the Enderman nodded. Right now going into the Chaos Brigade, kind of like mostly one of the bases. And of course the base is instantly being attacked by Endermen, getting killed, destroyed. Some of their heads are being ripped off from their body because their teleport ripped their heads off, but yeah. Of course, well, the Chaos Brigade, like, whole army is kind of being reduced pretty easily. Really easily. Issei goes to the last member, being what's it called, Kokobel. And Kokobel is trying to get up and say, what the hell are you? You had to kill everyone here. This reason says, my name? Easily. The name is Hero Brian. And you're dead. Issei right now swings his sword down and cuts his head off. This is where, well, Kokobel is now dead. Issei says, well, pathetic weaklings. Well, he didn't say hero, well, he did try to say that name, but of course, lightning was crackling behind him, and of course, well, his eyes are getting pulsated, well, becoming more white. And of course, the name he tried to say was all distorted as hell, but yeah. This is where, well, Issei then goes back mostly towards the Alliance faction, and of course where, well, he had his eyes back normal, being, well, not normal, they weren't gold brown just yet, they were just silver for a second. This is where, well, his army finished off the last remaining people, and of course is where they go back towards Issei. They all turned into back, mostly not spawnings, but went into Issei's dimension that he created a while ago. Mostly thanks to the sacred gear he has in his hand, and basically made a portal dimension for them to go back into the sacred gear, but yeah. Now, of course, the warden that was named Molten Frankie was actually behind Issei as a protector, but yeah. This worked well. Issei sat back down on the chair, pulled out his phone. Of course, he was hearing music the whole damn time, but mostly started playing Minecraft back again, but yeah. So, of course, he was hearing For the Glory by All Good Things, but yeah. Wait, flip that way. Now, of course, well, Issei is kind of just hearing that music, and of course, where he's going back to playing video games, but yeah. This is where everyone is quite shocked in Issei's power. He easily eliminated a bunch of people that would have been a threat towards them, but Issei is much more powerful than any of them. Because Issei was already pissed. He was hearing music, he was having a good time, and he was playing Minecraft. But yeah, with also the whole faction medium was kind of annoying and kind of a bother, so yeah, that happens. Now, Issei looks back up and sees them all just like looking at him with widened eyes. Now Issei says, oh, if this faction meeting is already over, I'm leaving. Issei gets up, and of course this is where he puts back his phone back and says, well then that, bye. Issei right now kind of just disappears using white lightning. He doesn't even make a portal, like a magical portal. And of course he just uses white lightning to just disappear because his eyes are still silver. He just went, psh, he's gone. But yeah, well, not white lightning, it was actually silver lightning, but he was gone already. This is where everyone kind of just says, okay, everyone should agree to disagree. That kid is broken. This is where Azel kind of said out loud. Everyone says agree. This is where, well, mostly Rios is shocked to see his power. His power once again just eliminated anyone who dares to piss him off. So of course, right now, mostly Rias can kind of thank goodness that she is not an enemy towards Issei, because if she was, Issei would not hold back. She would have been dead in an instant. But yeah. But other than that, we go into Issei's the next day, and of course, mostly Issei is in his house sleeping until he gets a door knock, and he had to go downstairs because his parents left. Now, when he opens the door, he sees none other than Invil and Junko. Now, of course, where Invil is kind of blushing, while Junko is also blushing. Issei says, "What do you two girls want?" Actually, I know why Invil is kind of here. I guess she wants to play Minecraft. But Junko, I don't actually know. This is where Junko said, "I also want to play Minecraft." Issei said, okay. Sure." Issei decides to let them both in, but yeah. Now, of course, well, before I kind of end it off here, we go into mostly, well, from POV from Issei towards the POV of a blonde hair with dirty blonde hair. This is where, well, he was inside his house, kind of happy that he organized everything because mostly, at least he hasn't died, but mostly he was inside his house. And this is where he says, all that's organized. Now I can read my magazines. This is where before he was going to grab one of the magazines, he heard a doorbell, and this is where he goes towards the door. He opens it. He sees nothing until he goes back to his room, and this is where he was about to grab his magazine again until the door rang again, and this is where he goes back and says, "Who is it?" No one there. He goes back. He hears another doorbell knock. And this is where, well, or not doorbell knock, another, like a doorbell ring. He goes outside and says, "Who is it this time?" He screams out the door, and he sees the same warden from that one that was actually protecting Issei. And yes, Issei did use super lightning to teleport him also. But this is where, well, the warden looks at, we'll see, Sanji with a smile on his face. This is where, well, Sanji tries to close the door until the warden broke through and he says, "Roar!" This is where Sanji says, fuck! No! Not again! This is where, well, Sanji screams out, "Issei!" He screams out Issei's name, but we go into Issei kind of just playing Minecraft with the two girls and accidentally kind of making out with them. But yeah. But other than that, I'm going to leave it off here for kind of part 5 of this What If, but yeah. Now, Sanji, he's not going to be doing anything good, but yeah, he's kind of screwed. But yeah. Other than that, I'm going to leave it off here for part 5. Part 6 would be whenever, but other than that, bye, see you, and yeah. Now, I might go record, if I have any time left, I might be able to record, what's it called? What if Issei became like Madara? Part 4, maybe? I don't know. I might change the title. No, I'm not going to change the title. I'll keep it like that. But other than that, bye, see you, and yeah.